Right, team. Hope everybody is good. Welcome to the Relentless Framework. So, this is a new way of looking at how we can operate on our online journey from the very basics, from nutrition, training, through the first couple of weeks of your online journey, all the way up to adherence, new goal setting, everything else that we'll look at 3-6 months onwards, just to give you a good structured plan that you're going to stick to in the long term. The idea is to give you the basics to start with, to not overwhelm you, just what we want to focus on in the beginning, and then as we go further into your journey, you'll get more emails or more presentations sent through, which will give you a breakdown of what we want to be working towards that week. So the first one, and probably the most important one, is the nutrition basics. So as you'll all know from previous conversations with myself, there's no extreme diets or cutting out all your favourite foods and stuff on the nutrition way we do things. It's not extreme whatsoever. It's about making the food work for you and your goals, and obviously making sure you enjoy it along the way. So really just stick to the basics with this just to start with, and trust me, time will allow you to get used to better foods, more fun foods, more flexibility. But to start with, if we can just make it simple, it's going to make things easier, and you're not going to get overwhelmed with too much choice and stuff like that. So the big idea between nutrition, especially in the journey you're on, is that fat loss will come from consistent habits. We're not looking for perfection. We're not looking for crash diets. It's going to come through getting things wrong. It's going to come through you doing it over and over and over again until it becomes an ingrained habit, like brushing your teeth and stuff like that. Please ensure yourself that you don't try and change too much too soon. People get bored and think, I want this meal, I want that, please change this. Sometimes too much choice is actually not good, so it becomes a state of paralysis by analysis. So it ends up where you get loads of foods and you end up having something that's not going to be healthy or on plan. So we just try and keep it as simple as possible and stop you from burning out in the short term. And the main focus is really so you can keep building on simple, repeatable habits. So don't need to change everything. I mean, there's so much food out there, there's so many different choices, but sometimes simplicity is all we need. So 3 core habits just to start with. The first one being mindful that you're going to have protein with literally every single meal. That meaning we want protein in your breakfast, dinner and tea, and a minimum of 1 of your 2 snacks a day if you've got 2 snacks. Simple reason, it'll help you feel full in the morning. It supports muscle maintenance. It will basically, if we can have protein in the morning, it's going to mean that we're less likely to have sugary cravings, high carb snacks later on in the day. So it helps with satiety and stuff like that. So it's really, really important that we get protein with every single meal. So examples, you should have some of these on your plans anyway, but chicken, eggs, yogurt, 0% Greek yogurts generally, tuna or salmon as well, whey protein and like lean mince. Changes from like sausages, you can have like hex sausages, we can have bacon medallions, just things that are going to keep the fat content down, but obviously have a high amount of protein. The second main habit to start with, we want to ensure that we're eating 2 or more servings of vegetables daily. So that could be with your lunch and your tea. Add fibre and nutrients. Again, because the calorie amounts in sort of a mixed salad or a mixed leaf salad or whatever, because the calories are quite low and it takes a long time to eat, it will help you feel fuller for longer. And it also aids with digestion and stuff like that. So 3 different ways we can get our vegetables in. Actually 4. Fresh, frozen, prepped, or even if you're somebody that does struggle to get greens in, you can actually buy green supplements, or you can even buy sort of smoothies and stuff like that. But ideally fresh, frozen and pre-prepped ones are going to be the best. Plan your meals ahead. So obviously you'll have a full meal plan, or you should have myself, unless you decided to go on a MyFitnessPal one, where you should have some knowledge on nutrition already. But plan your meals ahead. Just know what's coming next. Doesn't mean we have to plan everything on a Sunday for the full week. We could literally have a evening meal and we could just double bulk prep that. So that means we could have it over 2 days. So you just know that you've got another meal in reserve, if you want to call it that. But just so that you know you're going to do that instead of going out sourcing food from somewhere else and stuff like that. And again, that goes on to it helping avoid last minute unhealthy choices or even skipping meals because you don't want to waste meals if you've already prepped them. So the most important things, first thing is calorie amount, second thing is protein amount, and then the third thing is making sure we get enough vegetables or fruit and veg in there. So a balanced plate would be protein and veg and some carbs, which would be one of your healthy carbs such as your whole wheat pasta, whole wheat rice, sweet potato, or another carb or another simple carb from there, and obviously some fats. So that fats can come in extras on animal meats and potentially sort of like sauces and stuff like that. So as I've said, this is sort of the first video you get sent in this series. What we need to do next is just start small. Just pick one habit to focus on this week. If you feel that like you're struggling to do your breakfast, your lunch and your tea, you're struggling to get all these new meals in and it's all new to you and stuff like that, just try and focus on breakfast to start with. If we can get that one sorted over the first couple of weeks, then we can get the dinner done, then we can get the tea done, or we can change snacks. Whichever one works best for you. Sometimes small habits work better than trying to change loads of things, but because we've made the meal plan easier to follow and obviously taking out this decision fatigue, it should make it quite easy for you to just focus on the nutrition to start with. Get this nailed, this is one of the foundational things, then we're cooking with gas really. So suggested steps in this sort of nutrition series, should we call it, include protein every meal we've talked about. Plan your meals for the next day tonight or the day before. And if you're unsure, just reach out. You can contact me directly, or you can put it in the community group. Or if you just need ideas, same thing. But you can also ask. You can ask YouTube, ChatGPT, and stuff like that, or certain accounts that you follow on Instagram. Just don't try and do it all yourself, because that's what happens with most people, and then it doesn't work long term. We need to obviously look at the results we've got and just try and keep it as simple as possible. I promise you, as we go further along, the meals will get more. You'll get more choice. You will get better education on what works and what doesn't. But just to start with, just stick to the meal plan and just trust that process to begin with. And just remember that the small changes add up to big results. So this is true for the nutrition, the training, walking, any habits you're doing. We need to think about making small changes before we progress further. So that's first video done. Obviously each video won't sort of introduce and go over everything. Next video we're going to look at training, which you should get through in the next couple of days. So let's just make a start with the nutrition. Read the email that comes with this. Just familiarise yourself and just let me know how the video sounds and if it's what you're after, or have you got any other questions.